Hey everyone, my name is Sandy Fedor. I'm the Director of Product Management at BrightDrop, which is a GM-based company. We were actually spun out of the Innovation Lab at General Motors. So it's a really exciting space to be in, very early stage, as we think about how to electrify the last mile and to really decarbonize that last mile. In terms of my career journey, I really didn't start in product management. I actually started my career in finance on Wall Street. I was an investment banker, but knew very quickly that finance wasn't for me. So I pivoted and came out to the Bay Area to work for retail. In the Bay Area, there's a lot of tech out here, so there's no way to really avoid that. Started to explore how I could be at the intersection of retail and technology. E-commerce became an obvious play. And so went to business school at Dartmouth, and then explored a few startups, started my own startup actually in meal kit subscription service. And so from there, it was a natural stepping stone to come to BrightDrop, where I think this is an incredible opportunity to be building something completely from scratch and solving what is now a really new problem around, okay, all these retailers now in a post-COVID, post-pandemic world have seen the acceleration of delivery. So now we've got so many more vehicles on the road and so many more one-to-one packages being delivered. And so how might we be able to solve this problem with technology, with new vehicles and new software to be able to make this a more efficient kind of network that can sustain for not just the business model, but also for the folks who are doing the jobs and for all the vehicles and the hardware and the technology that are a part of that. BrightDrop really values moving fast, delivering customer-centric results, and ultimately doing all of that in a very respectful manner. And I think that respectful manner piece really ties back to our GM roots. What I found really refreshing about joining this company is that people care that you're a person, which is like kind of a silly thing to say, but like that acknowledgement that you're not just a worker bee at a business that's moving very quickly, but you are a human being. Human beings have their own needs, their own prioritization. They have different things going on and everyone's different. And so if you need something, it's okay to raise your hand and say, actually, I need, let's say, a day off because I've been grinding for 2 weeks straight and I just need some space away from all of this. Or, you know, my kid's piano recital is at 2 o'clock randomly on a Friday, so I need to dip out early to support my child. No one bats an eye at that. And I think that's something that's really important. You know, my philosophy as a manager is also, if you respect your employees and you treat them well, they will do well. And ultimately you're setting up them for success, which means you're setting up the company for success. And I think that's true of our entire leadership team and true of all of BrightDrop. My favorite thing about BrightDrop is really everyone's passion for the mission. And the mission is really to decarbonize the last mile through smarter, safer, and efficient ways of delivering goods and services. To me, it's like crystal clear in every single interaction that I've had with anyone at this company that we all share that same passion. And it really shows in also the types of personalities that are naturally drawn to work for BrightDrop. It's like some kind of like magnetism where like all of us found each other. While we all come from different backgrounds and we all have different experiences, those commonalities are there. And I think it makes it really fun to be together. In terms of how BrightDrop supports that, just having a very open and honest culture and really living by those values of respecting each other and giving each other the space to do what you need to do to be able to do your best work. My advice for women looking to work at BrightDrop is to be yourself. But I do think that authenticity is really important, especially in this kind of context where, you know, I spent a lot of time talking about respecting the individual and, you know, respecting that you are human and being treated like a human. You should bring yourself to the table like a human as well. And so, you know, if that means that you have a specific interest or you have a specific way of working, you know, being forthright in talking through that and sharing that with folks around you so that they can understand how to incorporate you into the company, I think is really important. And then also, I think coming to the table, being authentically you kind of empowers you to speak your mind. And I think in particular for women, we have a natural empathy towards the customer. And I think something that's really been missing in supply chain and fulfillment is that so long, this has been a male-dominated industry. And I've been in several male-dominated industries in my career, but this industry in particular needs the end customer to be happy. If the end customer isn't happy with the service that they received, with the way that their packages have been handled, with the way their groceries have been delivered, then that business will not exist. And so we kind of have a unique role to play here where if you are empowered to be able to speak your mind and call out when things don't seem right, you will surface on behalf of BrightDrop the things that aren't working and the things that we need to fix in order to help our customers deliver the right experience for their end customers.